But, I mean, have you typed in metaphysical shops near...
All I have found is, like, gatherings for the KKK. Hello, and welcome back to the channel, Glitter Witches. Today, we have a very special treat. We have Brittany, the Sunshine State Witch. She's here. Well, I'm there. However you want to put it. But as most of you know, in my most recent video, I talked about how I'll be traveling for work. So I came over and was greeted with this wonderful gift that is a travel kit. It's like a travel altar kit. So we thought we'd make a video and show you the contents, and Brittany's going to talk a little bit about why she put the things in here. So we'll go ahead and just open it. You know, so where this came from was because we're obviously used to having witchy rooms,
right,
and an abundance of supplies, and not really going to have that luxury anymore for a while. So Brittany's like, you need some travel stuff. You need a travel altar that we can put together. Which is a good idea, because I was kind of just going to throw shit in a bag and wing it, honestly.
Can you imagine like throwing shit in a bag, what like the scanner at the airport would like see?
Honestly, I don't even know, for real. And then, you know, it's just, I haven't really thought about it just because, you know, for how many years?
You didn't think about putting a travel altar ever? Like,
I honestly was just like, I'll bring a couple candles and it'll be good. But then when you talked about it, I was like, honestly, like, I do need to think more in detail, because I'm not going to be able to just go upstairs to the witchy room.
Right.
If I don't bring it, I'm going to have to buy it.
Right.
Like, I'm going to have to.
I mean, you're going to accumulate stuff. I mean, I don't know how many witchy shops there are in Kentucky. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure if have you looked, like, well, you're going to be staying in Ohio because you're across the border.
Correct.
But, I mean, have you typed in metaphysical shops near...
All I have found is, like, gatherings for the KKK. I am not really seeing much.
Ooh.
More so in Ohio from what I've seen, so I'll probably be an Ohioan.
An Ohioan?
An Ohioan. So, Brittany put this together, and we kind of just wanted to share it, because travel altars are something that a lot of people have talked about, and this is going to be my first time kind of having to experience this and having a makeshift altar and not having, like, an abundance of shit readily available.
I mean, you can always still use Amazon and whatnot, but right. I kind of felt that you needed a little piece of everything to start off with, and you know, of course, you'll accumulate stuff that over the 3 or 4 months you'll be there.
Yes.
But to have something, have a base, I thought was really important.
I agree.
To bring with you.
And this box is absolutely gorgeous. And what I love about it is she got it from Hobby Lobby. Mm-hmm. So a Christian store is supplying our witchcraft, and I love that. The just audacity of it all. And look at this beautiful. Where did you get this from? This.
So we start off with, excuse me, COVID. With an altar cloth, because, you know, you can spread it out on whatever you're gonna be an extended stay, whatever desk, whatever they give you, and you'll have kind of a base to start your altar at, and having that this cool little cloth. But I got this in my Sacred Isium subscription box that I absolutely adore. But I wanted to give it to Justin because honestly, I'm probably not going to use it here in the witchy room, but he's going to use it. And I think that it was perfect colors, perfect everything. So everything's kind of wrapped in the cloth in the box. And the great thing about this wooden box is it's big enough to fit everything, but small enough to fit in a suitcase to go to Kentucky. So I thought that it'd be perfect.
All right, so how about we go ahead and just show a little bit of what is in this box
here. So what I started off with is kind of, I went through my mind and went through if I was away and I needed things, what are the key components? Kind of like that question, like if you were on a deserted island, what like 10 items would you bring with you?
Right.
I kind of thought that kind of in witchcraft, but I had to think on a smaller scale. So I kind of went through my mind and started writing a list of things that I know I would want like on a deserted island. And first would be one of my favorite incenses. I bought a whole like case of these, so I still have like a whole bunch of them. So this is an unopened brand new box of Mantra by Hem. It's about prosperity and peace, and I mean,
I'm gonna need that.
You're gonna need it. It's a beautiful, clean smell. I absolutely love it. So a box of that. Now some stones. Some stones. And I'll tell you which ones I put in here and why. So these are kind of a lot of little fundamental stones. I picked them out of my personal collection.
Personal collection.
So they have my energy imbued on them. So now every time you use them, So this is a piece of Sodalite.
Oh, fuck. There it goes. Well, it was nice knowing her.
Where did it go? Oh, wait, I got it. Can you get me your foot?
This video's like we're live.
All right.
This is going to be unedited. Sorry about the whole situation.
So we have a piece of Sodalite here, one of my favorite stones for communication. This is a piece, oh, I love this, of petrified wood. I love tapping into older energies with the petrified wood. Just the whole idea that this was a tree at one point, a piece of a tree. Yeah, this was a tree.
God.
But it's so old that it petrified. You know what I mean? It's the energy of that, I think, is amazing. I had to put in this little heart of carnelian, one of my favorites. And there's a reason why when I go over the herb part of this, you'll understand why I picked these stones. Tiger's Eye is all about safe travels and protection. This is a huge protection stone. I used to have these in my car, all over my car for a long period of time. Adventuring, for the obvious. And then this big piece of, where am I going here? This side. Raw amethyst, because, I mean,
my favorite.
You need a piece of, this is unpolished, just cut right from the earth. Kind of, there's still dirt in it, actually, from when they mined it. And I love that kind of raw energy. So those are the stones that I picked. And this whole entire kind of kit has a theme. And there's a reason why I picked it the way I picked it. So now we're going to get into some of the herbs that I chose and why. And this is all herbs that I had in my apothecary. My thought was, you needed something to hex a bitch if you needed to.
Absolutely.
Some protection, but also some like good, love kind of calming.
Positive vibes.
Right. So I kind of picked herbs that I felt would do all of those.
Cover the bases.
Right. So
any situation.
I picked some hot chilies here. For when you need to hex a bitch. Okay, you need to do some spells with some hot chilies, little hoodoo magic right there.
There is no cow tongue in here, but we'll have to settle for the hot chili peppers.
Some mugwort is a witch's must.
Yes.
That's a big protection. Same thing with some cinnamon sticks, and you can break these up, grind them up, do whatever you want to do. Then we have the lighter side of things. We have some rose and lavender, two staples for the lighter, calmer side of things. And this is kind of because you work with Hecate. This is calendula. I wanted you to have a little bit of that to kind of bridge the gap between the naughty and the nice. That's kind of where I'm going with that.
All right, what else do we have? Oh my God, this is so cute. So what I was thinking is I could get a little string.
Yes.
Hang it around my cock. And when it goes up and down, it'll ring a ding ding. Honey, I'm home. Stand at attention. That is so cute. I love that.
You need a bell to call in whatever you're calling in, whatever you're fucking with.
You want to show these?
So I got these off Etsy.
I'm so happy about this.
Oh,
I love Chime Candles. They're so underrated, and not enough people talk about them.
Yes.
Like, they're so useful for everything. I fucking love them.
Well, the thing is when I thought about our magic that we do, and one of the big staples we do is candle magic. Right. And I was really worried these weren't going to get here in time. Thank God they did. I got these off Etsy, and it's cute. It's got a little pentacle on it, and it's wrapped in twine. And there's every color you're going to need to start off with. And then, of course, you can, buy more as you use them. But you need chime candles. Yes. And then, of course, the holder that comes with.
Then we have a little Palo Santo.
Yep, to smudge the shit. Because you don't know who's been in that room before you. You need to smudge the shit out of that room.
Smudge it. I'll get all the
and the bed.
Out.
Make sure you smudge the bed.
Very true. And then I see there's an oil in here, a manifestation oil.
Right, because you and I talked about in 2022 we want to do a lot of manifestation oil.
Yes.
And this came from my Sacred Isium, but I wanted to give it to you because I can make up my own oils here where you can't. Oh my God,
that is fabulous.
Yes. Haven't used it, brand new, but I can make my own oils here, you can't, so that's why I wanted to give you the manifestation oil.
This is my favorite part.
And so Justin does not have a Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Mm-mm. And I think no matter how you feel about Rider-Waite-Smith, every witch should just own it, whether you use it or not. I mean, I just think you should own it.
Yeah.
And I have a deck, but now I'm thinking I'm probably going to give away my deck and get this one because this one's a lot nicer. But when I think of Justin, I think of vintage, old, classy. And I felt that if he had a Rider-Waite, his very first Rider-Waite, it had to be something vintage and classy. Sorry, it's my phone going off. So I looked up vintage Rider-Waite, and this is what I found. This is a Lo Scarabo deck.
Now, was this on Amazon?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Prime?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Yes.
So
checks all the boxes.
I got this for him, his very first rider weight. Perfect for, being on the go. Perfect size. It comes with a nice book. I mean, it's a pretty thick book there. And then the cards, I love these cards. I love them. Beautiful, big pictures, wonderful color. I absolutely love them. They have that vintage old, like you found these in an antique shop somewhere, and they were made in 1812 kind of vintage look. Cardstock is amazing. They're the Vintage Tarot by Lo Scarabo, and the cool thing is that it was big enough but small enough to fit right in the travel altar. So now he'll have a deck to do his readings.
Well, and the thing that I like about this is because I've always wanted like a Rider-Waite, but my problem is I don't like the yellow that a lot of them come with, like the backdrop. And
like that mustardy yellow?
Yes,
yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. And so
That's dumbed down.
Yes, it is dumbed down a lot. And it is antique, and like just seeing it just resonates with me. It's my vibe. I like the powder pink and like all the earth tones. I just love like the vintage look. So I'm super, super excited about this. This is the back of the cards too. These are gorgeous. So fucking beautiful.
I'm glad you like them, because now I'm jealous, because now I have to buy it. I have a Rider-Waite, but it's what you were talking about, the mustard yellow.
Yeah.
And I do use it from time to time, but this is just prettier, to be honest with you. This is gorgeous. So I when I put it in the altar for him to open it up when he got here, it was still saran wrapped. I hadn't even opened it yet, so he got to open it first.
Yes, we went ahead and opened it, and so I'm very excited because, as you guys know, as I've talked about, I will be going to Kentucky, and I don't have, all the supplies readily available to me. So we just thought it would be a good idea to kind of not show off, but kind of show what is in a travel altar, because this is going to be my first experience, like, not being at home and being in a whole new place. And I really do feel like my spirituality is going to have a big uptick, just because my family's not going to be there the whole time.
And I don't want your spirituality to suffer because you're not in a witchy room.
And I think I'm going to need it to help support me through this transition.
Because you're going to be meeting new people. Your first day at work, you're going to be nervous. You're not going to know anybody.
Yes.
You'll have your spirituality to fall back on. And to have that, the cool thing with travel altar is you will accumulate more, I'm sure, witchy stuff as you're there. But this is just kind of starts you off with. And then when you use all the candles, you can buy more, all that kind of good stuff. But you need to look for a metaphysical shop somewhere in Ohio or Kentucky, somewhere to find something.
Well, and that's one of the things that I really, like I talked about in my last video, is I want to be able to have the opportunity to, like, see new shops.
Yeah.
Like, that we don't really have the opportunity to see and maybe meet people. So I'm really excited. And everything just easily fits right back in this box. So that's kind of the video. Just kind of do a little chit chat, show you a little travel altar, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have put together your own travel altars, we would love to see them. You can, upload a video, put it on.
Travel
Instagram.
altars, I've seen them do them in little Altoid tins.
Yes.
And this is on a bigger scale because he's going to be a more long stay. But I think if you're someone who travels, or even if you're someone who travels far from work and you take your lunch break in your car, even a little Altoid tin thing. Do your thing.
Honestly. But yes, I would love to see that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, bye, Glitter Witches.
Bye, guys.
Bye.